Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Now, the president, when he came into office, gave Dampare job to do. The Dampare do the job. And this is going to go down. The CID boss. Because you see, Dampare, technically the police force, he takes care of administrative job. Dampare does not go down to do investigations. So when the president of the republic say, "Oh, issue order," and I say, "Oh, issue statement," and now issue green paper, now or instructed IGP, now or instructed the head of the police, now or stating what document him say, "I need investigations to be done." The president is indirectly telling Dampare, say, "You don't go to the ground. You don't go down there to do investigations. Make sure the person who is in charge of investigations does the investigations." Until when the president issues a statement that he wants or he is expecting the Ghana Police Service through Dampare, who is basically the administrative boss, to do investigations, then the president is talking to the CID boss. Now the question here is, Dampare has been sacked. The CID boss needs to follow. You know why? Let me read that letter, that green letter the president released 3 days after he was sworn in. Now, Mamantia say the president needs to sack the CID boss. Okay? Who read that statement from the president on the 10th of January 2025? Your March, and the date you're saying. And then the 13th of March. President issues a statement way on the 10th of January. And Oka say the CID department of the Ghana Police Service, under the direction of the IGP then Dampare, they should conduct investigations. What has happened to this? Why responsibility for the investigations? Say why not also all your investigations? Now, when you read the letter, take your time. I'm going to read through it. Then you understand why the CID boss immediately, the president of the republic, respectfully, he needs to sack this lady because she's a cheap party foot soldier who does not understand her job. The Inspector General of Police, Ghana Police Service, dear Dr. Dampare, request for immediate investigation into the death of 8 Ghanaians during the 2020 and 2024 general elections. Or say, the president said he's requesting all the way in January for investigations to be done. Dampare will take the letter and instruct the CID boss to do the investigations. Dampare does not do investigations. Dampare technically is an administrative head. The CID boss, her job is to go down, interrogate, make sure the facts, make sure evidence is gathered, and then a report at the end of the day is put together. The president was talking to the CID boss because I will read detailing letter the insider. Ubewu said everything was directed to the CID boss. Now, Uridio say, I have been instructed by His Excellency John Mahama to formally request your office to initiate immediate investigations into the tragic death of Ghanaian citizens during the 2020-2024 general elections. These incidents, which occurred in various parts of the country, have left a lasting scar on our democratic process, and it is imperative that justice is served for the victims and their families. The president wants investigations to be done. Dampare does not do investigations. It's the CID boss who does investigations and send the report to Dampare. What has happened to the investigations? Now, when you go to the point the president put down, you will understand why I'm saying, say, Dampare has been sacked. Good news. The CID boss needs to be sacked. Now, Uridi, Lieutenant President release now. Or say, to ensure the investigations are comprehensive and transparent, we respectfully propose the following. 1. Establishment of a dedicated investigative force whose job is to make sure a dedicated investigative force is put together. It's the CID boss. Dampare will instruct the CID boss to make sure a dedicated investigative team is put together. So the job was on the shoulders of the CID boss. Now you understand what I'm saying. Into Sha or say, form a special task force within the CID. Form a special task force within the CID to focus solely on these cases, ensuring undivided attention and efficient handling of this matter. Or say, you are the administrative boss. Make sure that the CID, they form an investigative force. They form what? An investigative task force, a CID investigative task force. Whose job is that? It's the CID boss's job. Has she done it? No. Why are you my way? On yeah. What you make up? Yes. Odin Kwasiasem? Yes. So why is it said Dampare has been sacked and the CID boss is still in office? 2. Collaborate with witnesses and families. Dampare is the IGP. He cannot go down and go meet witnesses and family members. It is the CID boss who is supposed to make sure she puts a team together to go on the ground to meet victims, families, and discuss to find evidence, pick things, and then to put together to form a case or to make a case. So the job here is still on the CID boss. 3. Review of electoral security arrangement. Investigate. The president said, investigate. Whose job in the police service is to investigate? Is the CID boss. Dampare has to instruct the CID boss to investigate a review of the electoral security arrangement. So Dampare, as an administrative boss, has given all the powers to the CID boss, who is a slave queen, who is supposed to make sure the president or Dana Wamano Yediso. So why are we still keeping the CID boss? Why are you insisting that Dampare should stay in office? Dampare needs to go. So Pam head coach now, I was assistant to the call. Black Stars inquiry to be Pam head coach. You to be Pam assistant, not head coach to, but a coach in the call for assistant in the buy. It is only the corrupt Black Stars that the same we see. But in governance, in police, we are not going to allow this to happen. Now, so shall let him now read. I'm letting you understand something. When you go to the 4th point, this is what the president says. Use of forensic evidence. Dampare is the administrative boss. Now read your say. Employ advanced forensic techniques to analyze any physical evidence from the crime scenes, including bullet casing, weaponry, and other materials. So the 4th point is still with the CID boss. She needs to investigate. Into checking president in a letter now. Every single thing pointed to investigation. So she needs to investigate and bring the report to IGP for IGP to present to the president what has happened to that. So the IGP has failed on his job. And if the IGP has failed on his job, the CID boss needs to be sacked tonight. Why is she in office? Why is the CID boss? Why is that woman in office? Now, let me show you something. When you read the other side of the letter, the other part of the letter, this is what it says. Point 5. Point 5, it says this. Oh, please. Come out, please. Team. Nah. I don't like what's happening here. Now, let me enlarge the point 5. Me and read point 5. I'll put it on the screen. Now, when you read point 5, this is what it says. I'll say 5. Collaboration with electoral and civic bodies. Work with the Electoral Commission and other relevant agencies to review reports from the 2020-2024 elections for additional context. That's 5. Now, I'll say, to maintain public trust and ensure transparency, we kindly request periodic updates on the progress of the investigations. Or say, the progress of the investigations. Or could anyone say, this will help to keep stakeholders informed and assure the public of your commitment to uncovering the truth. We are confident in the competence and professionalism of the Criminal Investigations Department. See, a president in a letter, no, or say we are confident in the competence and professionalism of the Criminal Investigations Department and trust that your efforts will yield the necessary results to bring justice to the victims and their families while preserving the integrity of Ghana's democratic process. The president, Anko Betumaka, said, we are confident in the competence and professionalism of the Ghana Police Service. The president could have said that. He could have generalized the statement, but the president said the investigation department of the Ghana Police Service. The president knows that Dampare is an administrative boss and that the CID boss, she is supposed to do the groundwork. That is why the president was saying the CID boss, the CID department is where he believes this job will be done. Into this woman, the CID boss, the president, with all due respect, you need to sack her. She is not supposed to be sitting in that office. Dampare is gone. We understand. He has failed on his job. But this woman, this slave queen, is not supposed to be the boss of CID in Ghana. No, 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 Mr. President. No. If you don't do this, then you will not have it easy with me, Kevin Taylor. Never. Mr. President, because let me tell you something, Ghanaians. For this government to be able to go after anybody who has stolen from us, it is only the CID boss who can sign it off for even arrest, for even to make an arrest. You know, when it is a criminal case, it is the CID boss who has to sign it off. Now you have a CID boss who has connived with criminals in the former government. How are you going to get the people you want to arrest? Because today, say, a criminal in the MPP government, what you need to do is that you need to, at the end of the day, find evidence that crime has been committed. Now, the moment you find crime, it's a criminal case. Now, when it is a criminal case, it is the job of the CID boss to give a green light for arrest to be done. Now, if this CID boss who is sitting at the CID office, on you already say, or issue a green light for the police officers to go in and arrest, Mr. President, your fight against corruption and your fight against these criminals will be in futile, because then this woman is going to block every arrest, every investigation you want to do. Single-handedly, this woman can stop the government from arresting any criminal in the MPP government. Yes. She can slow down every arrest. Because today, say Akwachina Nabia, because this woman was brought in by NPP4, they know she did not know the job. But because the friendship with somebody in Tiaden, what this woman is going to do, say, Saudi case Kotumami we nima. Or all the investigations. They will present it to the Attorney General. The Attorney General will see, say, no, this is criminal. Now we need to let the police go in. When they present this criminal document in front of this woman, she would delay it. She would delay it. She will alert a MP before and tell them, say, a criminal case has been put before me to sign for your arrest. Because remember, when it is criminal case, you are not supposed to be invited. The police can come in and pick you up. The Ghana Police Service, when the case is a criminal case, you don't need to call a Nipana Wedi Bonani to come to the office. You don't need to be like Yapacho Bra Police Station. The moment this woman signs, say, Ampa Nanabi Yakronfo, per the evidence in front of her from the Attorney General or from the police, he needs to be picked up. The moment this woman signs, they pick you up. Now, do you think this woman is going to sign for you to pick Nanabi up? She's not going to do it. And it's going to make her chair the President of the Republic. Mr. President, John Dramani Mahama, this woman needs to be sacked. And it should be immediate. Because your oral job no more yeninano. So when you mami way through oral a waste, I'm telling you. Until you take this woman from there and get somebody who is ready to work for the people. And get an officer who is ready to make sure, say, the right things are done. The law applies. You will not get any job done, Mr. President, until you decide, say, these stumbling blocks These are people who are hindering your government in fighting corruption. Because ononkwa obetima block anything arrest. This woman alone, she can do that. So this is not a joke. This is not like we are playing here and I say it's favoritism. It is about sacking the CID boss now. With all due respect, Mr. President, because when you sack Dampare and you refuse to sack this CID woman, it's a waste of time. Dampare is gone. We are happy about it. Because I don't quite my police the man who has taken over from Dampare also has experience, 40 years experience or 30 years experience. He can do the job. The CID boss has to also go. The CID boss, she needs to be sacked. From the explanation I have given, Ghana for said John Mahama and Pamma we are. There is no way I bet much will be Ghana. MP before crowd on boy yet will be ada. Me say, said John Mahama and Sake a CID boss way by Monday or Tuesday. Sa Kronwa MP before boy they will all walk free. Because she has to give the authorization for an arrest to be done. And this one will never do it. You know the funny thing? Even if she's going to do it, what she's going to do, say, she is going to snitch. She is first going to tip them off and tell them, say, right now, the Attorney General has presented a document to me. I've looked through it. They want me to initiate arrest. But Nana B, show. And the reason in say yes, where we are Sikashaha, where we are Kakusia, it's making sure say 3 weeks and not 2 days a day enemy, where move Sikani in every fear. Bibia da ufia bia ifru ho. And this woman can delay the process. She can delay the process. The police officers will still be waiting. Like, Madam, please, why don't you want to sign it? Sign it so that we can go and make the arrest. Say, wait. Now, until Nanabi be say, obey ye in your man, the crow no yaman in every ono. Unsigned document, no, Obetrayam and Nanabi, yisa evidence in every ho. Obama MPP Nino, yisa evidence in every ho. We also, I am ready to sign. Must sign a vague arrest. Bibianim. Because when you go to their house, there will be nothing there. When you arrest the person, there be evidence biano. Mami way behind the scenes no was snitching. I'm cleaning evidence. And it's a very imperative. Because John Mahama be a president, the first person who also sack it mami way. She will tell them the content of the document. So Attorney General the document manner. She will read it and tell them, say, a case has been brought and it's about you and this is what they are coming for. So make sure you clean this before they come. And that is the job she's doing now at the police CID office. Into John Mahama, your first assignment by a president, on the 11th of January, you were supposed to sack this woman first. Dampare they saw top or administrator. Only the son or son or osa and or chikeluli and or sorry them. Only the right time now was sacking. But the first job you were supposed to do was to sack the snitch. She is a snitch. Majority of MP before and TV so kasa this woman has tipped them off. What tip them off? The docket will end up with her. She will tell them to make sure say John Mahama and the NDC, you are moving too slow. If you want to fight corruption, some of us say oral for evidence, some are gathering effective near to me chink of war. The CID boss, Monday also to be sacking. She needs to leave. Intimino, I want to tell you clearly. I want Ghanaians to understand. I want Ghanaians to understand the saying. Is that, boss, is that him? All right, thank you. Yeah, the Williams Anefi, Papa documents in Abba. Thank you, I'll put it out. Williams Anefi, Papa, and the documents in Abba. I'm telling the president respectfully, Mr. President, please, sacking Dampare is not enough. Dampare technically wasn't even a threat to your fight against corruption. This woman, I only a threat to your fight against corruption. This woman, someone careful NDC. Obe cleaning MPP for nina. Every single day you leave this woman in office, she will clean MPP criminals. Because let me tell you, oral for no, omo investigations on my no, Ekodu Attorney General, Attorney General, he does not have the right to arrest. It is only the police, the CID boss. She's the only person who must sign for an arrest to be done or to be made. It is when you might be through or for the evidence we are seeing in Abba. This woman would delay it. And the most dangerous part is say the moment obe who docket no obe catch robo. Into Mr. President. Mr. President, I am telling you, I am very happy you have taken this bold decision by sacking Dampare. It's fine. But social girl we are. What is about her that says or no crobet me lead Ghana CID department? Child lady way. Lady way, every exam she wrote, we know more police office is a service in him. They know this woman was never the right person to be the CID boss. They all know. And in premier coaching here, and the man is her position. No, she knows since Obe CID boss, breaking case bia. Or to what's bosom, make up on Kwan Oye. The demeanor, Ocean Krumpa, she's not presentable with all due respect to women. But this woman, when you look at her, this is not a woman who should lead the CID department, the whole Ghana investigation department. No. Her level of intelligence when it comes to investigations, it is low. She is a party foot soldier. She does not deserve to be sitting in that office. She needs to be sacked. And this is not about party. It's about this woman not being competent. It's about this woman being a party person. It's about this woman who would derail the fight against corruption. And you don't see the CID boss say, or to one on your dangerous. Hey, Nana do Dankwe for the first 4 years. Tiwa do Danko do near damage in Nana do Dankwe Kufuado. All the stupid arrests he made are not Nancy Bianim no. Tiwa do Danko and signing in Amano. Do you know? Urefi. Nipebia Nana do Dankwe Kufuado. Emomko Tatano. During his tenure from 2017 to 2024. It was 2020. It was Tiwa de Dankwa. Tiwa de Dankwa, she did not take a minute. She signed everything. The moment it comes, she signs. Let it go. Go and arrest. Ebaya no sign it. Go and arrest. Because she knew, say, or no one able to slow down arrest in Ghana. And Nana de Dankwa Kufuado used her well. Or using it to say, choba chancing, or using no. Now makeup artist way, or the job of my amount. Obeshe CID officer, Mumbusa is a case Ben Wakrake, and I don't want to go far. This letter that the president released on the 10th of January, Mumbusa, this lady said, how far with that issue? Because the issue here is the president said she was supposed to update us from the day the president even issued that statement on Babontin press conference and country Ghana for out of disrespect to the president. Ombu president, you know. Who president say president didn't answer because we are CID boss. Now president I issue green paper. I insist that something should be done. I will say at least we acknowledge it by going out there to tell Ghanaians that Mr. President, I've received this document and I want to assure Ghanaians that investigations, my boss has given me the document and I'll make sure investigations are done. They took the letter from the presidency and they threw it away. And to Mr. President, no way should anybody allow this woman to occupy the office from Monday? Unless our police officers demonstrating. And yes, sir, we will turn our guns at you. Because we all want to help build this nation. We cannot allow lazy people, snitches, to lead our police force. This is not a request, Mr. President. This is something we are demanding. We are demanding that the CID boss, this slave queen, is kicked out of the CID office. Because whatever you want to do, whoever you want to arrest, every job that the oral team did, so when you it will be a waste of time. And we don't want people to be walking on the street. So now we have a new IGP. We need a new CID boss. A very, very important.